stereo stylus in this groove.
Good evening, everybody. Todd Miller, Patrick Liddy here with you. HSLL Lacrosse League bringing you another game tonight. We got Galena Grizzlies and the Douglas Tigers. Get ready to hit it off here. How you doing tonight, Patrick?
Doing well. Back commentating with you again. So we're gonna have hopefully another good little matchup here against kind of an experienced Galena team and a young and upcoming Douglas team. I think I got like 25 guys over here for Douglas. So it's great to see that this program is back up and running in varsity lacrosse.
Yeah, I mean they're like I said they're building. They're doing a lot better. They don't have a JV team this year, so most of the kids are on varsity, but
Yep.
they sure do have depth, and you keep numbers like that, you're going to get better.
Absolutely,
So-
yeah, absolutely. Players playing against each other and competing against each other and playing in the off season. It's going to be an interesting team here in a couple of years for sure.
And if they're anything like their football team is, they Douglas is always a team that has some strength.
Yep, they have athletes, no
Yes.
doubt about that. And then Galena, this will be their third game of the year. 2-0 start, beat Bishop Minot first game 10-6, and I think they played McQueen on Friday and beat them.
17-2 or 3, I believe it was the final score.
So yeah, we're getting pretty good into the lacrosse season so far. So
Now that the weather is kind of cleared up, and which is standard for the way lacrosse always starts. I think the first week and a half, 2 weeks is always up in the
It's
air.
considered a nice day out here right now.
Oh,
Absolutely.
this is actually
Beautiful.
gorgeous, but we're inside too, so
It helps. Keeps the wind off us.
I still have my cough from last week, but it is better. I think I'm beating it down finally. There is your typical cross breeze coming here through Douglas, as it was like the drive over from Reno today. Especially my Jeep get blown all over the
A
place.
little bit shaky.
Yep.
Love that drive.
So we'll see how the ball is handled here. But you know what? For both teams, it doesn't really matter because Galena gets that crosswind going too, especially when they're up on that flat field.
That
It's not
upper
protect-
field
yeah.
is not, don't miss that. It's a double coat day that day.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm glad most of the Galena games are at the stadium this year because I could be inside. So
So we get lining up for the little referee meeting and shaking of the hands. We got, I think, number 22, Jacob Berry in net for the Douglas Tigers. Number 32, Colton Klauser, I believe making his first start of the year. Tyler Brokaski looks like he's going to rise the pine for the start of this game.
I think if I remember right, Douglas and Reed played each other for both. Well, it was their Douglas's first game, and I believe Reed came out on top by a little bit on that one.
Yep. Oh, goalies other way. It's all right. Still early. First star for number 32, so all good. Experienced Galena defense here with a couple seniors and a junior down there. Come with some good skill players. And then face-off battle, number 22, J.J. Shank. Number 33, I believe, maybe Phoenix Strauss. Yes, that's what we're going to get. JJ's had a great start to the season. Really good percentage against Minogue and McQueen. Looking to keep that going as the primary Galena face-off man. Here we go, nice little battle. initially won by Douglas, but Galena's going to pick it up, but they're going to keep it Douglas. So first possession for the Tigers here. The sun's starting to peek out a little bit, so it might be in some players' eyes here. You have to watch that.
Well, it's in my eyes. So
Yes, it's mine too.
If I lose the ball, I'm just letting you know. That's why.
Yep, quick turnover probably because of the sun, so it's going Galena way. They're going to run it out. Get the ball to X and get the offensive unit. Get a little bit of a mix between experience attack. We have senior starter Sean Use, and then Frankie Griffin starter, and then sophomore Oliver Berman. Almost a turnover for the Galena Grizzlies, but they get the ball back. Quick finish and good save by number 22, Jacob Berry.
And he is for a goalie, he's a short little
He
one.
is. Great first save of the game, though. Turn it over very quick, and just like that, yeah, goal from number 2, Sean Use.
Use has always been a force.
Yep. Yeah, he's looking like that this season, too. 4th year as a Galena Grizzly varsity player, and he's definitely one to watch out for tonight.
Fun watching when we travel in Avalanche and everything like that.
Great boxer player, too. It's fun to watch him out there. Clean one, not by JJ, going right down the middle. Letting fake, and he wants it. But I think Jacob Berry got that one too.
Yeah, that piece of it looked like.
2 good saves out to stop for him. They're going to need him today if they want to keep it close here. Looks like Douglas is going to start off in a zone here. Keep the Galena outside. They don't want anything in the middle. Pretty smart. A lot of crafty and good-handed lacrosse players here for the Grizzlies. So let's let them shoot outside and see if Jacob Berry can get some stick on the ball here. I think this will be the first game that Galena's going to see with the zone too, so it's probably going to change up their offense a little bit, kind of get them get used to it. Definitely different plays are going to have to be ran here. Most likely their man-up offense, try to get the zone moving, shifting right and left, and try to get them to slide. Yeah, great stick by number 18.
Picked up by Douglas.
Yep. He's going. It's like they called the flag on him. So it looks like they're going to get a little loose ball push, but Douglas still got the ball. Big number 26 is going to the net. But he's still up.
Oh, just took one to the head, too.
Number 26, Joshua Nyland, with a couple nice moves inside. Douglas is going to get a man-up opportunity here, first of the game. Going with a little loose ball push, so 30 seconds on the man-up team. Timeout, Douglas. Yeah, so we saw that zone to start off with Douglas. I think that's going to be a smart move. Obviously, a younger team here for the Tigers. Keep Galena guessing a little bit. It's going to be harder to maneuver in that zone defense than it would be on a normal 6-on-6. Definitely have to change their offense. We're looking at different types of offenses. Galena's going to have to stack aside to try to get the Douglas defense to move. Otherwise, if they're comfortable, they're just going to stand there and watch them pass around the outside. And I'm sure Douglas and coach are more than happy than watching Galena pass it on the outside.
There's my phone flurries with questions from tonight. Are you streaming? Yes, it is on.
Getting out of timeout, and we'll see what the Douglas man-up offense has to offer for the first man-up of the night. Get the Galena defense in there.
Like I say, I apologize for the glare, but That's one of the fun things about Douglas.
Shouldn't be too long. We'll be almost over the mountain here shortly.
Next 15 minutes or so.
Got Phoenix Strauss in there, Tate Campbell, Landon Miller. Little switch on the backside, looking for a little wheel, a pick down play. Number 26, Joshua Nyland, under control. Just going to keep moving the ball here. Shouldn't be too much time left on the penalty, but that's okay as long as you get a good possession out of this one. Don't need to force anything if you're Douglas here. Still early in the game. And now we're even, back to even. So we got 6-on-6 lacrosse. Number 34, Landon Miller with a great pass to number 26, Joshua. Looks like it went a little wide, but a really good pass and a good cut from Joshua Nyland.
Just ready to shut that. There, it shut for us.
Just like that, ball down, but I think Douglas is going to retain it here. Out of bounds. Yeah, sun right in the eyes, right to the pass in the middle. It's going to be kind of hard making those passes to the middle of the field with his sun still up. There's something going on with the refs here. I don't know what's going on. It's going to be a Galena ball. They got to clear it out of the defensive zone. Good pass, but number 8 with a great pick. And another pick from Everett Woodard. Oh, right to the middle for Jammer, but he's going to lose it. It's going to be a little scrum in the middle. But I think Jammer picked it up and scooped it in right away. It was a good heads-up play by number 13, Jameson Bogart. Little scramble in the middle, but that's what these Galena pulls are good at, especially number 13, 28, and 18. Those kids can move it up the field and get involved in the offensive play. Number 6, Luke Lieberman for his first face-off of the game.
So far, I'm impressed with how Douglas is doing.
They're playing very good so far. A couple of little mistakes in the middle of the field, passing the ball, but I think the sun has a lot to do with that. I don't think they're used to that right away. But I think as soon as that sun goes down, a little advantage on that. In this zone, I'm telling you, if it's not unsettled situation, the zone is playing very good so far. Unsettled situations, Galena definitely has the edge, keeping it a little bit choppy. But good pass. Right over the net. Yeah, having Douglas play some 6-on-6 defense is going to be in their strength, not letting anything inside with the close Galena finishers. That's a little bit high, went off the back of the stick, but Douglas might pick it up here, get a little transition. Number 8, Jacob Wilson, keeping it aggressive in the middle of the field. Not giving up Galena anything. Galena's going to make a little offensive change here. Get some fresh new guys on the field. They've had the ball for a couple minutes now. Use some fresh legs. Still, I think Galena's still a little unsure about the zone. Passing it around, not too much going on the inside. Just like that, another good save. Another good save. Barry's keeping them in the game for sure right now. But I think 3 or 4 quality saves on the crease.
Oh!
Nice little back behind the back by Sean Hughes. He's the one that's going to pull that off probably a couple times tonight, so keep your eyes open for that.
Yeah, if you're not used to that, he'll beat you with that all the time.
Yeah, asking a lot from the keeper on that one. But he's playing really, really good so far. Clean face-off win by J.J. Shank. And Galena's going to look at the push a little bit. All three converging on the crease, but they might settle it down here and try to get their offensive person on the field. Number 1, Oliver Berman with the ball. Kick it to Sean Hughes. Good pass to Rowdy Cutler right there. Rowdy with a little shot over the goalie.
Galena Grizzlies.
So 5:01 left here in the first. 4-0 now Galena.
Yeah, that's going to be Galena's specialty tonight. Those quick, easy passes on the crease is what they're looking for. If Douglas can somehow shut that down, they're going to be able to stay in it a little bit here in the first half. But hopefully they can get a face-off win here. But J.J. Shank has been playing really good at the X tonight and all season. Errant pass is going to go to Douglas. Have to clear it here and get a nice offensive possession to finish off the first. Galena's going to drop back here in a heavy middle of the field zone, it looks like. A lot of players in that middle. Going to watch them, have them watch Douglas just walk it up here. Good pass, number 26, Ryland. He wants to go the cage again. He has a big body in there, but the clean is going to converge on him pretty quick if you try to go through the middle. Ground ball by Bo Winchester. Left for Whitaker. Get up the field. And they pretend. Douglas getting out in their zone. Galena's going to have a little open set here. Probably going to have a cutter come here through here soon. There he is, Luke Lieberman. Ooh, missed the pass. And number 40 is offsides. Joshua Ryland back. Nyland or Ryland? Back with Nyland, back with the ball.
Ooh, takes a shot.
Yeah, that's a big hit. The number 18. See what the refs call here. I think they might have just blew it dead for player safety, but it's going to be Galena ball. Transition here for the Grizzlies. Noah Espinoza. He's going to pull it back out, and he's going to draw the flag. Looks like a slash right to the face. Yeah, so it looks like this is going to be Galena's offense for the zone. It's just an open set and then a cutter. We'll see what they do with the cutter after. They send him down. Great save by Jacob Berry.
Be a good goalie.
Yeah, he's solid. I like him out there. He's looking good.
Do you have what year he is?
I don't. But I'm going to assume that a lot of these Douglas players are going to be sophomores, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors.
Yeah.
I mean, last year they didn't have a varsity. I don't think there's going to be a lot of seniors, if any, on this team. So I'm going to go ahead and assume a freshman or a sophomore. Definitely a few juniors I know of, but most of this team is going to be freshmen, sophomores.
And I'd say by the size, I mean, you know, we can't really judge, but at the same time, I would say a freshman.
Yeah, he's awesome. I want him on my team. So Douglas is going to get their first penalty tonight. I think a slash to the face, 1 minute here. And Galena's first man up. We'll see what kind of offense they're going to run here. Start with a normal 5 set. Sending some cutters through, some movement on the backside. Ooh, nice little pick play to the middle. Oh,
Nice
another
job.
save by Barry. Great save.
Cheer blocking that door here when we get a chance.
He's going to bomb it down the field here.
Just like
Not much help, but it's
the wind carries it all the way down.
Yep, good decision though. You got to get the ball out of your zone and your man down, so might as well get your defense to reset here. Pass in the middle, but a little errant. It's going to be a loose ball picked up by the Grizzlies, and they're probably going to want to settle it here. I don't know how much time is left on the penalty, but there shouldn't be too much. Good defense, man down defense, and the penalty is released, and he's getting in. We should have 6 here in a second. Ball wide. So great kill by the Douglas Tigers. Bunch of shots, couple saves by Barry, and you're back to 6-on-6 defense. You're going to try to get in their zone here and try to kill the rest of this offensive possession here by the Grizzlies. Pass out of bounds. Here will be Douglas ball. Yeah, so we'll see it again. We have this tight zone from the Galena here in the middle of the field for the ride, and eventually they're just going to send everyone. Douglas is going to have to pass the ball up for the open guy here. It's going to be tough to run through 4 or 5 guys here on this ride. They all want that ball back. Looking at us, but it's not us. Clock's going, all good. Galena still with the ball, moving it across the top of this Douglas zone. Good movement.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really nice. Great pass from Frankie Griffin to Noah Espinosa for his first of the night. And that's how you beat the zone right there. You're not going to be able to dodge on these poles. It's not going to work in this zone. So passing into the crease and cutting defenders is definitely going to be the look. And that was a great pass by Frankie Griffin, knowing that cutter was coming.
No, I always hate, and it's happened more than once where clock's not working. They always look at the camera guy for some reason.
Yep.
Like I have enough to do
Todd,
already.
get on the camera. Or get on the scoreboard. JJ wanted to clean here, but we have a loose ground ball, but picked up by him eventually. Only 30 seconds left on the clock, so Galena's probably going to hold it here until last possession.
Or no.
Yep, nope. Yep, if you're not going to pick him up, he's going to turn the corner and go. That was a great heads-up play by number 2, Sean Hughes. No one decided to pick him up behind X or near the crease, and he just turned the corner and put an easy one on Barry. Barry had no shot on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the kind of the worst goals to give up right at the end of the quarter. You think the time's running out, and you just give up an easy one. Not great if you're the Douglas Tigers on that one, and coach is probably going to mention that at the end. Definitely got to get your matchups. Zone is tough. You're not man-to-man, so you just got to get someone in your spot. And that's kind of tough to do in these situations. But Galena's looking for another one here. Let's see if they pick Sean up. Yeah, it looks like they're going to focus a little bit more on Sean here. Good pass. Deflected. Great save by Barry. And he's going to huck it down. No time left on the clock.
And that's the end of one. 6-0 Galena over Douglas. I'm going to put my headset down and fix this door.
Yeah, great first quarter by the Grizzlies. Offense is moving. They're very successful when they're moving that ball and looking for the crease on a nice cut. But the Douglas defense, 6 goals is not too bad against this Galena offense, especially when the Douglas defense are playing in a zone, and they're keeping a lot of the outside shots going. A lot of the goals Galena's had is these kind of scrambles, odd man situations, and fast breaks. And if Douglas can keep down the turnovers on their offensive side, might get a little closer second quarter here.
So I was laughing watching our team, the UNR and GCU play this weekend, and the kids from BYU were streaming the game, and oh man, I need to farm myself out to them to the HSLL.
Yeah, not doing too well.
No, they gave out the password to the BYU Wi-Fi system and stuff on air in the stream.
That's impressive.
They were using
That's great.
It's called a YOLO box. It's kind of a streaming device and stuff. But they were, they kept entering out of the game into the work. And yeah, I was laughing. And then half the time they weren't following the ball correctly.
Yeah, maybe you have to go over to BYU and teach a class over there on this videotaping, because obviously they don't have it down.
But hey, you know what? When you get to watch a kid play, I'll take what I can get. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Much beats the drive when you're at 104 temperature down to Las Vegas. I don't think anyone wants to make that drive.
Yeah, somebody had texted me, "Are you done watching the game?" I'm like, no. I'm in bed.
Yep.
But I always laugh. I mean, but even the ESPN ones sometimes.
Yeah.
I know. It's great that they're covering so much lacrosse.
The Plus has definitely changed some things, because it used to be the typical ESPN team that would go out and do each game.
Right.
But they're having these colleges. I don't know what deal they have, but a lot of the college campuses are doing their games themselves, and it's just being televised on ESPN Plus. And not everyone has the same technology or the production team, for sure.
I think some of them too are these colleges have like fixed cameras, or ESPN has fixed cameras. The feed goes back to a main thing where they have commentators just sitting by or coming. So it's interesting because you can tell the cameras. A lot of times the cameras are the NTZ, the robotic ones.
Sure.
That are joystick operated. So. But hey, you know what? They're covering
better than nothing. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take
tons of lacrosse.
It's incredible.
You can watch lacrosse Saturday, Sunday, college, box, you name it. It's all there.
Absolutely. Start of the second here, we got Tate Campbell and Luke Lieberman up for the face-off. Clean win by Luke. Going right down the middle. No one's going to pick him up, and he's going to shoot it.
I mean, and the more ESPN covers it, the bigger lacrosse is going to get.
Absolutely.
It's just a win-win all the way.
Growing the game. Most important thing.
Yep.
Just like what Douglas is doing, especially with new coach coming in and getting this great team. Huge bench, everyone playing. Good movement by the Galena offense right there. Good check at the end. I think they dislodged the ball a little bit from number 3, Jed Winchester. Yep, Sean's looking to step in every time. Great for Tate Campbell to step down there and not let him shoot it. Pass in the middle, off the pipe.
Sun is finally down, so
Yep.
you can start seeing.
Absolutely. Can't use the excuse anymore.
Nope.
Number 1, Oliver Berman, starting off with the ball, getting it to X. Over to Sean Hughes here. He's looking probably to cut her in the middle here. Up top to Ethan Gravel. And it looks like they're just going to move the offense the opposite way. Keep it going back and forth, sending cutters through. Try to get Douglas to bite on one of these, but you're going to need a little bit more than just passing it. Douglas is going to pick up on the cutters. Try to get the defense to bite or hedge here. Defense is doing pretty sound. Great job so far. Almost a 2-minute possession so far, and giving up maybe 1 or 2 quality shots, but there is a rock in there, so not everything's going to go. A little high for Noah Espinoza. That was a good look by him. A little far out, but
Oh, I get what's going on. Whoops. There we go.
number 2, Sean Hughes, initiating from X.
I will fix the score clock in a second.
Pass it over to Noah Espinoza over to Oliver Berman. And they're going to have to send the cutters here soon. Yep, there they are. There's the follow. Good lefty shot, but better saved by Barry. Barry's trying to find the ball there. Didn't know where it went.
No, it went straight up off his stick.
Yep. I'd like to see Galena push it a little bit harder on these defenders. They're kind of just standing out there, just passing the ball, and I think Douglas is doing a really good job compacting the zone and not letting anything easy on the middle. And as soon as I say that, great pass from Sean Hughes to number 5, Ethan Gravel. Ethan Gravel got up for that one. That was a high pass from Hughes, and Gravel jumped up and slam dunked that one right in the goal.
The sunblind was hitting the camera and making it go all wacky. But now the sun's gone, so I don't have to worry about it.
False start for Galena here. It's going to be the first face-off win for the Tigers. Tate Campbell. He's got a little pressure from Jamer Bogart.
The can opener back
Yep.
there. Knocked it
That's
out.
a nifty check. Number 13, senior LSM. Galena's going to have to get the ball over. They did just in time. Oh! Not just yet. Jammer picks it up again, and they're going to get the ball to X. He's looking for a pass. Number 15, Chase Bunkhorst. He's making his first start tonight on the field.
Jammer, a great long stick.
He's an incredible player.
We had when we had that Avalanche team last year, we had just a great group of long poles.
Yeah. To be honest, it was probably some of the best defensive lineup in the entire West Coast by far. They were, every single one of them's an incredible player. They're all playing college lacrosse now, for the most part, and very fun to watch. Very talented group.
Yeah, if your kids aren't involved in Avalanche, I highly suggest it. It's fun. It's a great program.
So some fresh new middies out here for the Grizzlies. Number 15, Chase Bunkhorst. Number 4, I think that's Lucas Lambert, and then number 85, Lane Below. So we're going to have to kind of rely on the attack here to initiate a lot to start. Number 7, Frankie Griffin. Refs are going to have him keep it in, the first keep it in of the night, so basically they're going to have to keep it within the box here.
That shot looks like he got hit.
Yeah.
It went high and off.
It was a good look. He was open. But the lines aren't very clear here on this Douglas field, so we'll see where the refs establish
that
to keep
shot
it in.
was high and to the outside.
Yep, number 16, Sawyer Cutler. He's a good shooter. He's definitely going to want to shoot it here, too. A little hitch, get top side, and he stings Douglas pole. Flag down here. So we're going to blow it dead here. I don't know exactly what they called. Maybe a cross check?
Yeah, it looked like a high stick to me.
And it looks like someone used their words a little bit, too, and they're going to get another penalty. See which Galena player opened their mouth, but the refs didn't like it. See what the ref has to say here.
Oh my God.
Okay, so they had one minute necessary roughness for 16, Sawyer Cutler. For a high hit, they're going to lock it in. That's a big emphasis this year on player safety. And then it looks like number 38's also going to get a little ding. Henry Young is going to get in the box as well.
He's getting talked to by the coaches.
Yep, he sure is. He said something the refs didn't like. So it's going to be Galena ball, 5-on-5 here. Douglas is probably going to stay in their zone, a little bit different from what it normally looks like, but I wouldn't be shocked if Galena runs their man-up look for the most part, which is going to be a wheel, a pick, and a cut here. Yep, there's the pick and the cut backside, but a high pass out of bounds. It's going to go to Douglas. Douglas walking it up here. And to find an open man, they find Joshua Nyland, who's kind of been their clearing machine tonight, but he gets in a lot of trouble when he's going down the middle. Galena knows he's going to take it, and they double him pretty quick.
Yeah, they have every time he's close to the ball.
Nifty behind the pass shot.
Oh,
nice. To Frankie, behind the back pass from Sean Hughes right to Frankie Griffin to finish the goal. Great 1-2 punch for the Galena attack.
Goal, Galena Grizzlies.
Behind the back passes throw me off sometimes.
I know. They don't know where they're going. Sean Hughes did. He sure did. That was a great pass. So they're going to keep in the Douglas defender. It looks like they locked it in. I don't know. Usually they don't lock in that type of penalty, but ref discretion.
Sounds like 10 seconds left in the penalty.
Yep. Tigers went a little early, but they're going to give it to him. Maybe it was Galena. He's got 10 seconds, so Tate Campbell here is going to have to run it out. He's going to get a double right here, and it's threw it away. JJ's little brother, Landon Shank, going right up the middle, past to Frank Griffin on the crease. He couldn't handle it, and it's going to take it out. Douglas should be released here. They got to get a guy on the field. Maybe they're not released. Oh, there he goes. So both penalties released, and we're all back to 6-on-6 lacrosse.
Oh, shot downtown.
Yeah, Luke Lieberman with a nice side armor right to the offside of goaltender Barry. Really good placement by Lieberman.
So later on tonight we'll have Spanish Springs girls. I believe they're taking on the Reno Huskies at Spanish Springs.
Awesome.
That game will be live too.
Great matchup. Right up over at Spanish Springs?
At Spanish Springs.
Perfect.
Thanks to the audio video class up at Spanish Springs. They're going to handle all the games up there for me this season.
So you can have 2 live games going on at the same time up on YouTube?
I guess so.
Perfect.
I guess we could do more than 2. So
Hey.
we'll see.
Yeah,
You know?
who knows?
Just have to make sure they have different stream keys so they don't,
Plug
cross
in
over each other.
ours?
Yeah. A lot of that stuff I'm still learning on too. So
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
You're not gonna,
right corner on that one.
It was a great shot by Sean Hughes. Douglas left him open, and I'll tell you, that's not the player you want to keep open on this Galena offense. He's going to shoot in. It's going to go in a lot of times. Another great shot right over Barry's shoulder, so a good placement by Sean Hughes.
I mean, I've got the ability to do. If Spanish Springs go, we could do 3 or 4 games at the same time. I mean, not commentary and everything, but live streams. I could get it out if I had to.
That'd be great for playoffs.
Oh yeah,
Playoffs are going to come. That'd be perfect for that because I know a lot of those games between the guys and girls overlap on those from like 5, and there's going to be a 7 o'clock game, or usually what it is.
And the hardest part is just if they're at flat fields and
Yeah,
set
it
stuff
depends.
up that
Sure.
way.
Yeah.
So.
Face-off win by Galena. Jammer, he's going to pick it up. He's going to stay on the field. Maybe a little cut in here, but Sawyer Cutler with another hit off a Douglas player. Great save by Barry. I don't know, he's up to like 10 or 11 already this game. Joshua Nyland's got the ball in the middle. Loose ball. And try to keep it alive here. But Glene's going to pick it up. Ooh. And he got 16 got hammered on that one. Refs throwing no flags.
Yeah.
And Douglas is going to have to get it back in the zone here. They're going to have to talk it up. I think they're a little discombobulated, but eventually they figure it out. Galena offensive unit come on the field. Number 4, Lucas Lambert is going to have the ball right now. Over to Sawyer Cutler. Back to Sean Hughes. So looking into their play again here. They're going to maybe a little dodge, send a cutter through. Good take by number 85, but he dropped it right as the shot. And Douglas is going to have the ball. But again, the tough Galena ride is killing the Tigers here. They swarmed the player right away.
Timeout Galena.
Yep. Yeah, so that's a common theme that we've seen tonight. The tough Galena ride and Douglas Tigers. I think individual players trying to do a little too much. Roll back, use your teammate, and get the ball up the opposite way.
Yeah, and Galena knows that right now. I mean, you said number 26 for Douglas. Every time he's even close to the ball, they just swarm him.
Yep.
And there's not much he can do. He just gets picked instantly.
No, as soon as you get that check on, you want to protect that stick, but then another check's coming, so it's kind of inevitable at that point. But good little back and forth for Douglas and Galena. The second quarter, I think Galena put in a little bit of their secondary unit going against the Tigers, so not too many goals. We had a couple so far, but Douglas's defense, their zone plays well. It's just when they get caught outside of the zone or they have a couple of lapses here. Long Galena possessions for the most part. I mean, they're having the ball probably 95% of the game so far. And eventually the ball is going to go to the net, even if the goalkeeper is going to have a good game, it's still going to go to the net. But Barry's standing on his head so far, playing very well, so he should be proud of that. Just got to get his defenseman to get the ball up the field. So it looks like the starting unit for Galena is back out there, starting off in a 1-4-1 look. Probably a little two-man in the middle here, trying to use each other as kind of a pick and switch. Good pass to the backside for Sean Hughes, but just Jed Winchester couldn't handle it. But they got the ball back. Back into the 1-4-1 look for the most part. Ball loose, right out the back of the stick. Oliver Berman with a nice little move. Looks like a little toe drag right there. Went top side and put it past Barry.
I believe we're going to be in a running clock now.
12 goals?
Is it, 12?
I think it's 12.
Girls is 10. And the girls are throwing me off now, too, because the girls have switched instead of halves. They're at quarters now.
Yep. Which I like. That the halves is bizarre.
Yeah.
That's a long period. JJ Shank with another good face-off win.
It just seems like every year girls just gets one step closer to being the same as the boys.
Yep, eventually, I mean, they're already in the process of getting helmets on them.
Yeah.
Great defense for number 8, Jacob Wilson. He's had a couple of cause turnovers tonight on different passes and ground balls, so he's doing a great job for the defensive unit.
Ooh, just
Barry's going to send it, but it's going to go right to a Galena defender. Everett Whitaker with a good pickoff, and he wants to play a little offense. I know he wants to shoot the ball. But coach is yelling at him, get over, Ever. Oh, maybe not. He's going to play a little 6-on-6 here. He's going to have a dodge in a zone. This should be interesting. Great save by Barry, keeping it out. That's an easy pass for Sean Hughes inside. I think the Douglas defense is a little bit late, not realizing that Rowdy Cutler was wide open, but Rowdy just misses that one.
Just under 2 minutes remaining in the half. There's a nice shot.
Well,
from
mom goal. Barry looks like he covered the pipes.
Oh, he got
back
it?
of the net, yeah.
I thought I saw the net move.
I didn't touch it. No, but he's going to keep it alive. Great ground ball by Everett. Colin Clouser getting involved in the game. Yeah, he hasn't seen much action, so he's getting involved in the clear, but I think he's a little cold, a little rusty. He just threw the ball away, so he's going to have to get a little bit more reps tonight. And a little mayhem, but I think they call a timeout, so it's going to be Douglas timeout here with only a minute left in the game. Definitely going to want a good possession to finish off the first half. That's always a killer when the other team scores, especially when you're down 10 goals. The last thing you want is a stupid turnover and a goal for Galena. It kind of deflates the entire team's enthusiasm. But if you can get one here, that would be a lot of confidence going into the second half for the Tigers. Great turnout here tonight for down in Douglas. Cold, windy night, and have close to probably 50 to 100 fans.
So let me text. My wife is covering the Reno Reed game.
That should be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's over at Reno tonight, I believe.
Yep. Right? She's down there with the pole because they used to have a scaffolding there.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
That thing was scary. And she
little
would,
rickety?
Oh, yeah. And she would refuse to climb up. And I don't blame her.
No, yeah.
I mean, it was rickety, and it had a plywood top you could stand on, but it wasn't the width, and if you weren't careful, you'd fall off the back. Minogue, being that they're not their stadium anymore, they've got me a nice little scaffolding there that I can stream from if I want to.
That's
got
great.
Me a generator out there, so. But yeah, we've got the Reno boys playing right now, and like I said, Spanish Springs and Reno girls are hitting it off at 7:30 tonight.
Yeah, Reed's going to be a good team this year. Yeah. They have a lot of seniors and upperclassmen who are kind of been playing kind of like this Douglas team. They've been playing since they were freshmen on the varsity team and in a varsity against varsity opponents. So they've had a lot of experience. They have a lot of great players, and they're definitely to make a run this year.
Now, I can't remember her name, but I think my wife's. They had a. Their goalie last year was a girl.
Yep.
Or past couple years. I don't
Taylor Sid.
Was she a senior last year?
She was,
okay,
yeah. So she graduated. Now they have Brooks. His last name escapes me, but he played Avalanche ball this past summer and fall, and he had a great summer and fall, and he's doing very good there.
That's right. She was dating
Galen Harger, another
yes.
fellow goalie
yes.
in the ranks.
But she was great. She did it. I thought she did a fabulous
job. She was a
job.
phenomenal goalie. And the confidence she had to go out there and play in every game, play her best, and it was really fun to watch her play.
Now, did she go on to play college?
I'm not sure exactly.
Excuse me.
She's definitely good enough.
Yes.
Turnover in the middle of the field for the Douglas Tigers. Galena's going to pick up the ball, and Sean Hughes is going to look to push here to the middle. But pretty good coverage by the Tigers to get back on defense. Little pole goal. I think Douglas was on Jammer, then they went off him, and then Sean Hughes always has his head up. He's always looking for the player and snuck it in. And a little touch shot from Jamison Bogart to put that one away. Like I was saying earlier, that was definitely a killer timeout. After the timeout, Douglas kind of just threw the ball away. Not something coach is looking for on that possession. JJ Shank back at the X. Another win. He's going to want to push it here with a short clock. Over to Frankie. An unleashed one, but went wide. Good pass by Frankie over to Oliver Berman, but Oliver's shot went a little wide. And Galena's definitely trying to get a couple here, maybe then the game under 30 seconds, and they're shooting. Backside, Galena player in the crease, looking for Jameson Bogart for his second in the game, but no luck. Douglas has a chance to push it up the field, but only 10 seconds left. I would recommend just not giving the ball back to Galena, and they did. So we'll see if Galena elects to push it here. There should be a running clock, so.
Maybe.
But
Sometimes the rules don't start running clock until the second half. I don't know if lacrosse follows that. No.
Shouldn't be, but maybe they do change the rule all the time. So ref's going to put the time back on the clock.
I haven't coughed all day long, really, until I start talking.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Ooh.
Great last second pass from Sean Hughes to Oliver Berman. Oliver, the lefty, with a great finish on the Douglas keeper.
Galena Grizzlies.
And that's going to do it for the second quarter here. Down here in Douglas County, we have Galena 13 and Douglas Tigers 0.
Oh, wow. It is 13-6 Reed over
I'm telling
Reno
you,
right now.
they're a solid team.
4 minutes left, so they're just flying right along.
Reed's going to be pushing for that 4th spot this year. They're going to be trying to get in. It's going to be very, very exciting to watch them play.
Yeah. So we'll take a little break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Oh, that's yeah, but they, you know what? They did.
How are you supposed to know this pocket? Oh, there you
All right, we're back. Todd Miller, Patrick Liddy High Sierra Lacrosse League. Getting ready to start the second half here. Douglas Tigers and Galena Grizzlies. Galena up 13-0 right now as we head into the second. We'll be running clock now, so this is going to go rather quickly.
Yeah. If you're Douglas, you want to get off this running clock. You want to get a couple goals in here. But if you're Galena, you want to keep this running clock going. So we'll see kind of what teams come out in the second half. I know Coach over with the Tigers is probably talking to the offense, settle the ball a little bit more. But defensively wise, right? Keep what you're doing on defense, but we got to clear the ball. And I think that's definitely the points that Coach is going to have to get across to some of these kids is just getting the ball up the field, doing your set ride and clear that they've worked on in practice, and not to get too flustered when you have a couple guys chasing your stick.
I mean, right now, I think Douglas goalie has been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's been the story of the night. Yeah, absolutely. I would like to see how many saves he has. I'm going to put it over 10 easily right now. Curious to see what the books are. Great pass by Sean and almost finished by Jammer right there. But it doesn't go in.
I would say he's saved more than 10.
Yeah, safely 10 at least. Great save. There's another. That's a fast shot from Frankie Griffin right there.
I'd say the Galena goalie is just getting cold.
I would agree. I'm a little cold myself, so I feel him. So a little bit better of a clear from Douglas right there, but I think a little errant pass goes wide. But they're definitely set up into a normal clear, what it's supposed to be looking like. So I think Coach definitely had a conversation about that at halftime. With the good ground ball. And Douglas going to stay strong in their zone. I wouldn't change that. Don't fix what's not broken. So we'll see if they change up their offense, but looks like they're going to go back to their 1-4-1 look with a pop and cutter. And it seems to be working, so they're definitely going to go back to that, see if they can refine a little bit. It's not going to be the only zone that Galena sees all season. You're going to probably see from a number of teams, including a Spanish Springs and a Manila potentially, just to throw Galena off. Switching from zone to man-to-man defense is sometimes a great idea just to get the offense to slow down and think about what they're doing and kind of keep them guessing.
That one was off to the right.
Oliver Berman here with the shot.
Oh,
Saya went in. Good shot by number 1, Oliver Berman, with I think his second of the night. And that's kind of been a lot of their offense. It's the pass from X right to the side attacker. Either it's going to be Oliver, Sean Hughes, or Frank Griffin. And that Douglas zone needs to hedge down a little bit to get those shooters to pass the ball, right? I think Douglas is going to want the shots to be coming outside, but right from that 5-yard arc right there, we look at the girls' lines on most fields. That's where we don't want them shooting at.
so other than GCU and UNR, saw some good college this weekend. Army beat Holy Cross, I think, for the 30th time in a row or something like that. It was, when they hauled to that one. The Syracuse game on Saturday night was a good game.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Zach Warren with Holy Cross. Unfortunately, Army's got your number.
Yeah.
But looks like Army moved into the number 1 spot. So it's the first time they've been number 1 in program history, which is very awesome to see. And yes, the game of the weekend definitely has to be that Syracuse Johns Hopkins game. It was an extremely fun game to watch, both from an offensive, defensive perspective. Those teams are very good. First big win for Syracuse all season. After a couple close losses, they finally got to beat a ranked team.
Well, that's the big thing for Army too, is that not only undefeated, but all the big teams have lost games. Ooh, takes a shot.
That was a big hit. The ref's trying to get the flag out of his pocket, but doesn't call it. He doesn't call it. Yeah, I don't know. That one probably could have got some
Gave up on
laundry
it.
on the floor. Yep. But sometimes that happens. Sometimes if you see that ref pulling and you can't get it, it's a loss.
You still got a hat to throw.
You do have a hat. You also can just blow your whistle and then throw. But I'm no ref, so I can't speak on the subject. But yeah, if I'm Coach Worthington over there, I'm probably not happy with that call.
So it's final 17-6 Reed over Reno.
That's an incredible score.
Ooh,
Great
nice.
save by Barry.
Ah,
And on the crease, he might have had that one too. Good luck from the Galena, but Barry's presence and a nice check from the deep hole dislodged that one. And Galena, or Douglas has the ball, trying to get up to Nyland here, but loose ball. He's going to scoop it over. Great to the
Does a little-
defensive zone.
does a little pitching wedge down the
Yep.
field.
Yep, get it out of here. That's what he said. Ever's going to want redemption after that first one. And there goes the
I
flag.
was
So
gonna
I
say,
think he
that one-
dislodged it a little bit and was able to throw that one pretty quick.
Yeah, he went right over that stick.
Yeah,
Just
no,
saw
that was a
that.
good call, good trip. To be honest, good trip by Douglas. Yeah, Ever was about to shoot that one. So Ever was going to be a little banged up here from the trip. The Galena defense is not deep. They have, normally they have 6 pulls, but I think tonight they have 5. So they're going to have one sub at the defensive position if Ever is going to have to sit this one out.
Yeah, this is, now that you mentioned, this is one of the smaller Galena teams that I've seen
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
over the years.
Yeah, keeping a tight roster, which definitely has its pros and its cons, right? You get a tight-knit group, but then the succession planning for the next year is always interesting too. So Coach Ryan made a decision, and obviously it's working. They're a very good team. But having a tight-knit group is nice too. Everyone decides that you can bond a little bit closer and really becomes one.
Does that mean their JV team's huge?
I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. I don't think a JV game has been played until today.
Yeah.
With Reno. So I have yet to see the JV rosters. I know Minogue's JV team is large. I assume Galena's JV team is large.
I know Spanish Springs
Spanish
has
Springs
both a
and
program.
TNT are both very large. But yeah, I'm very interested to see the JV games as well. Great pass from Albert Berman, but I think it's a little low for Frankie Griffin, and ball's going to stay in bounds. So with 7 minutes in the quarter, Douglas defense doing a great job keeping only 2 goals and pretty much having the ball the entire time. And as soon as I say that, great save by the goalkeeper, Barry. I mean, he's doing a great job because all the passes are coming from X. He has to turn his whole body around and look for the ball in the middle of the crease where most of these shots are coming from.
Oh,
And Sean Hughes
good
again.
bet.
Yeah. Sean Hughes turns the corner and stings the top right pipe. So it's another thing we talked about earlier. You're going to want to get a stick on him because if you don't, he's going to go right to the goal. And he's not going to miss many times. So it looks like close defenseman Ever Whitaker is back out there, so he's good to go. Good to see. And get another face-off battle between JJ Shank and get number 33 from Strauss this time. Ethan Jones, first time I called his name tonight. He gets in the middle of the field, playing a little offense. Pass to Jammer off the pipe. The ball's down. Great save by Barry. Keep it alive. Let's see if Douglas can get the ball here. We have Nyland at the middle of the field.
I mean, I literally think the ball has been on the Galena side, what, 30 30 seconds out of the whole game so far? I mean,
Yeah, it hasn't been much. I don't think Colton Plauser has seen a shot yet, so it
Yeah.
hasn't been enough to produce a shot.
that one was high off the left corner.
That's gonna haunt you. Is it a pole?
Griffin backside pass Albert Berman, but he can't grab it. Douglas definitely wins this ball. Good ground ball, but number 3, Rhett Harold, throws it away. Another save by Barry. It was a little high, probably going out of bounds, but hey, that's a turnover, right?
Yep.
If that ball is going out of bounds, Galena might back it up and get another possession, but Barry did a great job nabbing that one, picking it out.
Take your time. Well, never mind.
They didn't take their time on that one. And that's kind of been the theme that we've been seeing, kind of desperation, a little probably nerves out there, just want to get rid of the ball, put it in someone else's stick. But it's not great giving it back to the Grizzlies, who
Yeah.
have already put 15 on it.
At this point, I mean, there's no rush. You're here to learn now. Just,
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, just take your time and get the passes done.
Douglas has a chance.
Ooh, Jed Winchester with a good take in the middle. High bouncer went on Barry and got drilled at the end of that one. Jed, a nice finish, but he definitely took a hit. It's going to leave a mark.
Oh, yes, but the bruises are always a thing of pride.
Oh, yeah. I think Jed, much better if you make that one than miss that one when you get drilled. Those are the worst.
Matthew still sends me pictures now.
Yep, good.
Dad, look at this one. Ouch.
Yeah,
Glad it's
I'll
you,
pass
it's
on
not
any of
me.
those bruises. It'll be on me for a month. Face-off win by JJ. Looks like it's stuck in the back of the stick, but the refs aren't going to call it. Jamer's going to sit here and play some offense. I think he's looking for another gold knife. And his 2, I believe, getting a hat trick here. Great save by Barry, right on the crease. Sawyer Cutler, kind of a tough angle. Barry's able to cover it up with the low stature.
He just tried to lob it in there,
He
too.
did,
It didn't
yeah.
seem like he had much force on it.
Nope. Yep, and you can keep turning over. They're just going to come down and score. Good shot and finish by Frankie Griffin.
And that's the end of the third.
It's only the third. That was a quick third.
Yeah, oh yeah, when it's running clock, it always is. 17-0 Galena over Douglas. Getting ready to hit it before. So, and I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it was the heads that had the little claws on it. You didn't see those? So they got banned. And I know.
The gate heads.
Yeah, the ones that had the little claws on it.
Yes,
you just rip people apart.
Yes,
They got,
those are incredible heads. Yes.
and they got banned. Well, I guess they redesigned it.
Really?
And they come out, and instead of the little claws now, it's got a race part, but it's got ridges on it, so you can still grab with it.
No, I remember when your son came out to practice one day,
Yeah.
and I told him there's no way that stick's going to be recalled within the next year. And it wasn't.
No, because you can tear it.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. That was terrible. Great design for the defender, but there's no way that doesn't have an advantage for the people.
You could cut an artery with those
Yeah,
things.
those were pay to win lacrosse heads. You had those. I mean, you were canopering a lot of sticks.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
didn't take much.
But the new ones look pretty sweet. I mean, and so far they're legal. It's just that you can still use them to kind of grab a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be
Not
looking
a-
for that head. I'm definitely curious to see how it uses.
I know one of Matthew's roommates has it. He strung it for him last week.
Oh, that's great.
But the good thing is that those heads were, when they were banned, the company took them back
Yes.
and gave you a refund, and they sent you a new one when they
Yep.
came out. So that was really cool.
That is cool.
Good business.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the Gate family, they're great people. Gary Gate, head coach for Syracuse Orange now, and his brothers Paul, and great family, great lacrosse family that's done a lot for the game.
See, they won one there.
It was a great win, too. And now Jammer Bogart's going to push in transition. You have a 4-on-3 here. Go 43 back to the middle. Sean Hughes going to crank it. And fortunately, the keeper Barry's got no chance to save that one. 5 yards in, shooting as fast as you can. And as accurate a shooter as Sean Hughes is. You can see that ball hard. And that's definitely going to be Galena's one of their strengths this year is transition with their pulls and their attack. You have really skilled players at those two positions, and that's definitely the strength of their team. You're going to see against some of these other games that they're going to use that transition to their favor. The Coyotes going to have to get quick outlets to their pulls. Every single one of them back there can handle and score goals.
Yeah, and like I said, Sean Hughes, probably, my guess is he's going to be the top scorer in the league this year.
Yeah, him and Pierce Dahl.
Yes.
I think they're gonna fight for it. But hey, Reed, Byron Schofelder, like that, he's got a chance too. I'm sure he put up a lot of goals in that 16-4 whatever win tonight against Reno was.
Yeah, and he's always been good for Reed. It's just either finally building a team around him.
Yep.
You have less water. You don't get to refill it. Like, you have a limited amount. So, like, second and third, or even just like.
We're going to move it around their offense, but dropped it. Douglas going to have a chance to pick it up. You have defensive midi. Zach Compston out there, keeping it dirty. I love it. They're going to call probably loose ball push. We'll see which way.
It's going over to Galena.
Okay.
Is it hard to like read or look at the screen?
It's good to see the defensive middies get out there and try to put one away at the end of the game, but unfortunately they don't know the offense very well most of the time, so they try their best.
Ooh, fake me out. Oh,
Yeah.
from downtown.
Luke Lieberman corked one from about like the 30 or the 25-yard line.
Goal, Galena Grizzlies.
Great shot.
Throwing it 5 times. What I've heard
So Douglas is going to face or the long stick face-off move here. You and me are certainly very familiar with that one. Definitely has its pros, right? We don't want no fast breaks from JJ here. Helps with that. Oh, they're going to call it clamping. Okay, so it looks like it got stuck in JJ's stick. I thought it did a couple times ago, but the refs finally called it. So technically win for number 96 right there. Good for him. Number 96, Cash Wilson.
Let's see if they can get a shot.
Lost the line right there. Phoenix Strauss is going to try to pick it up. But he's going to be hounded by Ever. And just like that, Sean Hughes picks up the ball, and they're going to be pushing the other way. Fans yelling to use their body. Great advice from the Douglas fans. Ooh, good pass to the crease. Number 15, Chase Bunkhorst couldn't put it away. Good job getting over. Ooh, yeah, just missed that one. I think Frankie was ready to shoot that one. Didn't watch the ball get in the back of his stick, and
No, he was looking at the goal.
yeah, he
before it got
sure
put.
was. Sure was. Good backside look to Sean Hughes.
That one's just inside.
Yep. Been watching Barry a little bit closer on his positioning. He has great positioning, especially when Sean Hughes winding up, and when you've gotten scored on you a lot, you see the goalies start to hedge or guess a certain way. But he's staying really strong there in net, and it's great to see him play. And just like that, great save by the keeper.
And that was a straight on shot.
Yep.
I mean, he was no more than a couple feet away.
Douglas threw it away on the clear and pushing it in transition is Frankie Griffin going to get it behind at X.
They have like club lacrosse for middle school. He played the past two. He played the 7th and 8th grade. But eventually.
Sean Hughes with a little hezzy hay up top to the backside. Callan Karam, I believe, missed the pass and out of bounds. Timeout, Douglas.
Get him talking over.
Yep, let's see what Coach Worthington has here. Maybe get a settle clear to help him out here a little bit, talk through some things.
So did I go over the schedule this week on air? Or?
I think we talked about it, but I don't know if it was on air.
Excuse me. So let's see. Tomorrow, we've got a bunch of JV games, but we've got Damani Ranch and McQueen boys. Could be an interesting game.
I agree.
Both
Yep.
teams there. In fact, I might be doing that one live. I've not decided yet how the other crews work out. Spanish Springs boys and T&T. That's definitely going to be a game to watch.
Game of the week, for sure.
That one will be live.
Yep, have two great rosters. Going to have a Spanish Springs team that's kind of coming back from last year's championship game, and have a younger TNT. They lost a lot of seniors, but they're reloading with a lot of younger players. So that should be very interesting.
And then on the girls, we got Galena and TNT, which could be interesting now that, as we were talking earlier, that Galena has lost, a lot of their great players that were seniors
Absolutely.
last year. So it's going to be interesting to see how Galena rebuilds, but Galena teams always,
Yep, a lot of
have depth. So
Great girls, went to a lot of really good college programs, including Emily Cutler, All-American. And great to see if Galena can reload and restock and see what they got, or if TNT can kind of capitalize on some girls leaving.
I think I mentioned this last week. I'm always just impressed with both TNT teams, how they don't get a lot of outside practice time this time of year.
Yeah.
And they still are able to come in and compete.
Absolutely.
Because it's different just throwing the ball around in the gym or out in the parking lot.
Yep, absolutely. So Douglas come up with a design clear here to Phoenix. Looks like Ryland with a pole now. He's going to push it.
Oh, gets a shot, but gets hit.
Absolutely, but should be Douglas ball. Maybe we can get a possession here. That was a design clear from Coach Worthington. Great to set it up, get those guys some confidence to get the ball past the middle of the field. But unfortunately, he throws it right away to the Galena defenseman, Ethan Jones, with a good pick.
He just ran right over him, and then
Yep. And we got some action right in the middle of the field between two of the players, one Douglas, one Galena. A little interference call. And they're going to give it back to Douglas. So the coaching move right here was to put number 26 Island with the pole to kind of help with the poles clearing down low. It worked last time. Let's see if it can work this time. And they're just going to bomb it down to the attackman. And number 18, Bo Winchester's going to pick it up. It's been solid down there all night. Number 5, Ethan Bell with a good take. Did go in. Perry standing strong. Barry, excuse me, Barry. Ooh, the ref got him with a little little infraction at the middle of the field. Not great substitution by the Grizzlies, getting a little complacent. And the ref caught him on that one. defender didn't go, but they might have a wide open ground ball with number 34, Landon Miller. He's going to get pummeled, but get it to number 26, Nyland. Definitely wants a shot on goal.
And I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but it went high.
Yeah, I don't know, but they called it Galena ball, so it's going the other way.
Oh,
Not for
right
long.
back.
Not for long. 21. Gunnison Mars going to start with it. Get it thrown away real quick. And just like that, back to the Grizzlies. Luke Lieberman going very hard down the middle. Nice check from Nyland, I believe.
Yeah, they're just passing it to pass it right now. It just
Ethan Jones leveled a player, but I think coach is a little frustrated on that one and called a timeout. Settle down the offense a little bit. Things are getting a little crazy in the middle of the field.
It's really kind of sloppy. And
Yep.
They just and like I said, Douglas just
Timeout.
their passing is just they pass it, but they're not passing it to anybody. It
Yeah.
seems like. So definitely something for them to work on.
For sure.
You know.
Absolutely, that's going to be a huge contention because you can have great offense, you can have great defense, but if you're not going to be able to get the ball between the middle of the field, riding and clearing, you're not going to have a successful game. But the best news is that's always something to work on. So it's something that Coach Worthington's going to spend plenty of time on, I'm sure of, and settles his guys down in the next couple weeks. And it's not like Galena has been pressuring. They have been pressuring, and they've been pressuring hard. So it's not like it's just an easy fix by them. You know, Galena, kudos to them for a tough ride all night, really not giving up any play.
Yeah, and right now I think what's happening is just making sure everybody's getting play time and stuff. So
Yep.
you know, you're just
Absolutely.
practice makes perfect, whether you're first place or last place.
Absolutely.
We got 2:40 left here in this matchup.
Jed Winchester's going to start the ball for the Grizzlies here. Douglas is in their zone, but they have too many on the field. I think the ref's going to give him a break here. I think he got confused. I think 21's a little far off to the side. He got a little confused, but nevertheless, great save by Barry. Tough shot from Sean Hughes, but a great save. Out of bounds. That should be the goalie ball. Yep. Absolutely great job for Barry staying in the pipes and making sure he's the last guy back there. Didn't have to move for it. No backup from the Grizzlies. They got a guy open on attack. Good pass. He's open. Good swim move for number 28. A little roll, a little gymnastics, but I think he lost it in the process.
I thought he held on to
I
it.
know, that would have been incredible.
Oh!
And Sean Hughes with another backhand goal.
Yeah, and that was a back low hand, too. That
Yeah.
was ankle high.
That was impressive. I think it's his second behind the back shot with a good goal tonight for Sean Hughes, who's had a few goals tonight. Maybe even pushing 5 at this point, but incredible game from Sean Hughes. Passing, finishing, you name it, he's done it tonight.
Something like that's nearly impossible.
Yeah, but that's tough for Barry. You're not
Yeah.
gonna save that one unless he hits you by accident. But it's fun watching a player like that continue to be creative on the crease and doesn't get old. Just like the fan said, under a minute left in the game. JJ Shank versus 14 Bear Brown.
I know I tried to do this when I first started streaming, and I stopped it.
Buried.
But I've always wanted to put cameras inside the goal.
Yeah.
And I was told by the officials, like the first couple seasons I started doing this, no. So
I wonder why.
I
They do it in
don't-
college.
Yeah, I know.
It's not really a player safety issue.
No, it's more a camera issue.
Yeah.
Me losing a
Player,
camera.
it's a camera safety
Yeah.
issue. Yeah, the refs will always have a couple of unique decisions each year. I think last year they were getting on players without eye black, but neither here nor there. They're out here doing
Really?
their
Why were they
job.
doing that?
I don't know, to be honest. They apparently the rules they were making an emphasis this past year or last year that you only get one stripe. But anyways, that's the end of the game. Galena's going to stay on top, 20-0. Great game by the Grizzlies, but also a lot of great performances by the Douglas defense and the goalie Jacob Berry, who stood on his head. Should be in contention for player of the game here, or is for the Douglas Tigers. No doubt he was the most valuable player for their team.
Oh, definitely. He did. He had a great game tonight.
Other than that, the Grizzlies played very well. Sean Houston, their entire attackman, Frankie Griffin, Oliver Berman put up an impressive amount of goals and assists. The defense didn't have too much action tonight, but face-offs were J.J. Shank, who only lost a few violations. Great game by the Grizzlies.
So I think that's going to do it before I cough myself to death.
Yes,
here.
it is.
Luckily, it held for the most part off. But so this is Todd Miller and Patrick Liddy here at Douglas High School, where we just got done with the Grizzlies and the Tigers. I think now they turned it off. It was final 20-0. But we will see you next time. I'll always post the games on the High Sierra Lacrosse Facebook page. And just to say good night, Pat.
Good night. Take
And-
care, Todd. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, and everybody have
Get
a
that
great-
voice back.
Oh yes, I will. Everybody have a great night.